Dag sê kykers, welkom by hierdie week se episode van TJ. Welcome from this side of the world. I am in New Zealand this week.
What's up?
I'll film.
We're backstage.
I'm here staying with friends and family of the mission.
This is Kira. She's friends with Jacques.
I'm here focusing on the annual report for YWAM Ships Kona.
Yes, we did the video.
Right, and Jacques in South Africa right now, so yeah. I mean, sorry, New Zealand. So we're hanging out. This is Whitney.
Stuff. What's up, everybody? So glad that you're back with TJ. This is
Jacques!
and my name is Ty, and we are so glad that you are with us this morning, this afternoon, this time of day that you are watching this video.
True.
It's been a crazy couple weeks, and we wanted to fill you in on the fun stuff that we've been doing. This is almost like a little baby two-part or second part of our last video. The What We Do episode. Check it out if you haven't already. Anyways, these past couple weeks, I've been doing some cool stuff. Jacques has been doing some super cool stuff. So we wanted to fill you in on that stuff. So without any further ado,
Here is the stuff. So, because of my visa, if you don't know this, I'm South African and I'm in the US on a certain visa that only gives me 6 months at a time. So every 6 months I have to exit the country, and this time I exited to New Zealand. As I was saying, I'm in New Zealand this week. It's just amazingly beautiful here. I'm specifically in Tauranga. Our director, Brett Curtis, he comes from New Zealand, and so he told me, oh, come stay with my friends in New Zealand because you can focus on YWAM Ships Kona's annual report.
Ooh.
And it was just a good time where I had that ability to really focusing on just doing the annual report, getting it nice and clean and finished, and that's what I did. The family was also really busy because it's harvest time and they are kiwi farmers, so they were super busy.
Like the actual furry fruit kiwi.
The fruit and not the bad.
I mean, I guess you could farm the bird. Hey.
Also in New Zealand, you'll find our DPA, the designated person ashore. Our DPA in New Zealand takes care of the YWAM Liberty. The YWAM Liberty is an old French research vessel, an old icebreaker. We acquired it a year ago, and so it just went for its first dry dock, and so it's all painted new, bright and white. It is almost ready to be used. We still have a few things to do. The YWAM Liberty is the largest vessel in the YWAM fleet, and we are so excited about what this ship can mean for YWAM, as it has a massive crane. It can hold a lot of cargo, especially containers. These containers can be pre-packaged by University of the Nations centers. So, for example, a container can be fit out for a pharmacy, so or a birthing suit, or a recording studio for the Jesus films. The Liberty goes to the Iceland Islands and drops off these containers, and so you are basically able to build a mini University of the Nations in these villages. One of the reasons I fell in love with YWAM is its vision to transform communities and go beyond the salvation message, and this type of project is exactly that. It is transforming a community to the likeness of God, and that's why I'm excited about it.
This is Dana.
Hey.
We're going to pick up Jacques from the airport. Jacques, however, does not realize that I am coming to pick him up. He thinks it's just Dana. Therefore, our goal is to surprise him, which ought to be good. I'll move out of the way so you can actually see. Anyways, commencing operation get Jacques from the airport. We're a go. So I'm currently hiding under this towel. What is this, a beach mat? Yeah. Cool. I'm in the trunk. The goal is that he can't see me, so that as soon as we open up the back, I can pop up and be like, "Wah!" up, dude? And then, yeah, it'll be a good time.
Not here yet.
Okay. Okay, so Dana hopped out and she's waiting for Jacques. And I can kind of see her. I think he's coming.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, are you gonna put the...
Hey! Hey! What up? That was awesome.
So that was like the main thing you did, like through your normal work day, you were just working.
Yeah, basically.
You weren't sightseeing.
Some sightseeing, there was some sightseeing. I also had the opportunity to visit Hobbiton, which is just a lifelong dream come true. It was a really good tour. If you're ever in New Zealand, please go check it out. Hobbiton! Woo!
Yeah!
Yeah, buddy. And this is at, like, praise Jesus that these people live in Tauranga, which is an hour away from the Hobbiton movie set. One hour.
Come on!
You get to the souvenir shop, it's not even made up Middle Earthy or
That's
anything.
ridiculous. Like, I kind of love that because then you're like what is it?
Right, because you get on the bus and they take you to the set, which is like a 5 to 10 minute drive. You climb on the bus and the screens turn on.
There's a screen in the bus.
There's a screen in the bus and Peter Jackson appears on the screen and he gives you a personalized message just for you. He talks to you while you're driving through the countryside. It's very green, it's very hilly, just very many hills filled with sheep.
Full of sheep.
Full of sheep, it's a sheep farm.
Wow.
And you drive through the hills and you arrive at the movie set and you get to this one point and they call it Gandalf's Gap.
Gandalf's Gap.
Yes, you remember in the Fellowship, Gandalf enters the Shire on his little carriage. He drives through this gap
Right.
in the hill and
Frodo runs over to
right.
him and he's, you are late. That one?
That one.
A wizard is never late. Nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
And then Frodo just awkwardly
And they do this little
Frodo
eyebrow
does a
stare
off thing, which
Just
is
really
really
good.
cool.
And they're laughing.
So you go through the gap and your tour guide takes you around the bend and then the Shire just appears in front of you. It swoops over up to where you see Baggin at the top. Just amazing. There are more than 40 hobbit holes. It's so much bigger than I ever thought. So you walk through, your tour guide gives you little facts at every point and then you ultimately reach Bilbo's house at the top and then your tour guide tells you our time has come to an end and she says, look there's the green dragon.
Green dragon.
You get a free ale that's brewed on the property.
Ooh. Is it fancy?
It's very fancy. You go down.
Fancy ale?
It's a fancy ale.
You drink it by the flagon?
Maybe.
Did you know that the only brew for the brave and true comes from the green dragon?
And so you go enjoy your ale at the Green Dragon, and your lovely afternoon comes to an end. Tyler also did something very cool while I was away.
I did.
You were in Hairspray.
Hairspray, yes. Like I mentioned last time, I was in a high school production of Hairspray, helping out one of the local Christian high schools here. It was a lot of fun. It was right around the time that he left. We went into like the height of musical season where we actually had our shows and tech week leading up to that, and was at the theater every night until like 10 or 11 and putting together our set and making sure mics were working and lights were working and all of the stuff that goes into actually putting on a production like that. Honestly, these kids were so good, such great actors and vocalists. Oh my gosh, dude, the singing that was in this show was ridiculous, and I honestly, like, if I could sing like some of these kids, like, they're going places. And then dancing as well, they put me to shame, which isn't really that hard to do, but I also didn't have to dance very much in this show, so this is also a little bit more how I talk throughout the show. And Corny Collins, don't change that channel because we'll be right back.
Low open hands.
Lots of open hands and doing gestures to people as I sing. And it's hairspray, and just did a lot of this. This was my go-to with this smile.
And the hair.
Right, my hair just, it was actually like, it didn't actually move like the whole time. It was locked in with, well, like the show's namesake, lots of hairspray. It was a good time. Lots of fun.
Thank you so much for watching. I am Jacques.
And I'm Ty. And this has been
TJ.
Woo! If you guys enjoyed the video, well, first of all, thank you for watching. But also, if you enjoyed it, be sure to check out our other videos. Click on the page. Click subscribe if you want to keep up to date with what we're doing and our next videos. I don't know what we're going to do next. But be sure to watch out for it. Hit the links below if you want to see more of us on our other social medias, on our newsletters, anything like that. So, thanks guys, and we will see you guys next time.